I'm going to start out in an adventure developing a whole system to live a comfortable life.
Previously on Off the Grid Lifestyle Solutions.
Everything you need in one box. All you need is to plug the solar panels up to this and you're instantly in action. Let's get all of these wires hooked up and have a look at the solar panel. There's no wiring skills, anything like that required. You just simply plug everything together. One of the unique features about the solar shed from Transportable Shade Sheds is the availability to fit varying widths of panels. Because you can move the portal frames in, out, depending on the panel size. You can make the shed wider depending on the panel size. So this particular shed suits all panels on the market virtually. We can adapt the size to suit. So don't worry if your shed's got a different panel to what we're using in this one. It might be bigger, it might be smaller. That doesn't really affect the building in any way, shape or form. That's how you adjust for the solar panels, simply by moving it in and out and then TEX screwing it here. Very, very simple. It's exactly the same if we wanted to change the height of the shed. We can move it up and down for uneven ground, and we can also use the scoping tubing to make the shed wider. So multiple applications, completely adjustable, 2 TEX screws, job's finished, shed's up. We have our rubber seal located under the solar panel to prevent it from leaking. It's very simple. The iron simply wraps around and this overlap area just sits on top of the solar panel. Not covering the solar cells at all, just over the actual aluminium edge. So it prevents any water from actually running underneath the solar panel. Because we have a rubber strip running all the way along the solar panels, the water runs down to the end of the solar panels and runs in a guttering system off the end of the solar panels. So the beauty of Trim Deck is it enables us to actually tuck it up under the solar panel, so when the water runs off the end, it runs down into this area of the Trim Deck panel here and then runs off the Trim Deck panel at the end here. We don't get leakage coming back in, so we tuck this underneath the solar panel, we clamp it down and we use our screw lock system along the side, our engineered screw lock system, clamping each solar panel firmly and strongly down and making it a roof structure. Okay, so here, just to give you an idea, these are the 2 panels. In between these 2 panels is our double-sided tape, and they're just glued together. And then along our spreader, we've got our clamping system here, which is designed by us. It goes around the solar panel. We put a clamp on here and pull these down. When they've got tension on them, we TEX screw them into the frame. The load force to shear these screws off is very, very extreme. As you'll see today, we're going to do some tests on the shed, load test up screws, load test up the frame, and give all our load testing criteria to show how strong the actual frames are. Now what you've got to understand is this isn't a typical shed. Because it's got its own base rail and can be moved around fully assembled, it can be classed as a temporary or mobile application, and that's been our biggest market niche for a lot of years, is to be able to put these things up in a temporary application and then move them. So to do this, you have to make sure that the actual structure, and it's really unique to ours, is very, very strong and can freestand. So this structure's sitting on the ground at the moment. It's got our wind-rated ground anchors into it to suit the requirements. Now, the loading from that corner, imagine a cyclone's coming or a huge wind and we've got excessive loading blowing on the side of the shed. What we want to do is confirm the engineer's results. So our engineer who certified the structure has said, okay, about 500 kilos is the maximum wind load that you need to require to meet cyclonic wind loading standards for this shed. So what we're going to do today is we're going to load it up with 500 kilos and see how it performs and see whether that's the true reading.
Off the Grid Lifestyle Solutions would like to thank Transportable Shade Sheds. Call them now for best prices and deals. 1300 66 7433.
Hi everyone, please like and share the video. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions to make this project more successful, please comment in the section below. I'd really like to hear what you have to say and your feedback on these projects. Let's get in there. Thanks.